Ano ba ang batayan mo sa pagpili ng isang boyfriend? Kailangan ba mayaman, matangkad, at maginoo? So alamin natin dito kay letter sender kung ano ang kanyang nagiging problema kung bakit siya nagpadala ng sulat. Ano ba talaga ang hinahanap niya sa isang lalaki? Ano ba yung mga katangian na gusto niya na makasama niya habang buhay? Stay tuned! Hello guys! Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So, bago ko simulan ang pagbasa dito sa ating isang sulat, nais ko muna magpasalamat sa inyo guys sa patuloy ninyong pag-subscribe sa aking channel at pananood ng aking mga videos. Patuloy niyo po tangkilikin ang aking mga gagawing videos at alam ko po na meron kayong mapupulot na aral dito. So, ito na po ang sulat na pinadala ni letter sender. Pasok! Hi! Isa akong OFW, 34 years old, and in a relationship very recently. We were in different countries and we finally met after 3 months of chatting and video calls. Due to visa issues, we decided that I'll visit him, but in return, he booked my flight and hotel. I like him because we got very comfortable with each other. And pareho kaming laki sa hirap. So alam namin na need namin kumayod to secure the future. He was very nice and sweet and took care of me while I was with him. He said he wouldn't mind na mag-quit ako sa work ko and he can support me. But found out na I'm earning more than him. Is that an issue for guys? Kasi nakita ko sa reaction niya na parang may intimidation. Somehow, same kami ng goals. Mag-settle down, mag-ipon, and mag-business. We are both willing to move to be together. Pareho kami may konting savings and small properties. Pero ako, I also like to pamper myself. Mostly travel, then basic luho like watches and bags. And I invest buying gold jewelries. I noticed na hindi siya ganon. He is very simple. As in, wala kahit anong luho. I know he can buy stuff, but he is happy whatever na meron siya. Never nag-travel for leisure. He even said I might need to tone down my lifestyle. Like for travels, he is not sure kung masasamahan niya ako sa lahat ng travels ko. Sabi din niya, yung luho I need bawasan. Should I really change my lifestyle? Am I settling for less? Some green flags that I really appreciate, he won't let me spend. He paid for everything. Kahit nag-initiate ako, he won't let me. Sobra din siyang maalaga. Like nung na-hospital ako when I visited him and talaga naman nakita ko yung dedication niya sa akin. Some red flags that I noticed was he lied about his age and name when I saw his ID. Age doesn't really matter for me, though he is 8 years older. He said he doesn't want to use his real surname because of family issues. Can find him in any social media, no any info about him online. After my visit to him, I showed our photos to my close friends. Don't want to mention this, but I need to know if it is really matter. They said I was too good looking for him. I'm not perfect and looks just okay. I agree na physically hindi siya attractive and he has some permanent injuries on his hand. I know I will hear criticisms about this and my family might not like him. Should I care? I tried dating few guys before him. Way better than him, but there was no attraction. Sa kanya ko lang na-feel yung comfort, pero nag-overthink ako with those issues. He'll visit me this coming Christmas, but I want to have clarity on those issues. I hope you can give me advice. Thank you very much. Kuha ka muna ng Senomar. Medyo delikado yung red flags mo. Pag clear na, then proceed with your plans. God bless. It's too early to tell whether this can work or not. While you said he has some good points, he also has some flaws. Give it a few more months. Mas makikita mo yung direction ng relationship ninyo. Entering a new relationship and navigating concerns about green flags or external opinions can feel overwhelming. But it's important to focus on what truly matters. Your happiness and the authenticity of the connection. Make sure that he is single before you proceed further. Make sure na single siya. Then, if that has been confirmed, go ahead with the next question. You said you like him. He is nice. He has goals. If you are earning a little more than him, edi maganda yon. At least makakaipon ka muna bago ka mag-anak or mag-stop sa trabaho. Huwag ka tumigil dahil lang insecure siya sa kita mo. Hirap ng ganyan, papatigilin ka sa trabaho. Then sa huli, nga ka sa bahay, waiting ng grasya niya. Dami kong kakilala ng mga kasama kong kapwa lalaki na OFW din. May asawa, nagiging single lang sila bigla. Magic! Trust your instinct. Come on, wala na atang hindi nag-social media ngayon. Imposibleng walang FB yan. 25 years old and up na nag-abroad, asahan mo may pamilya na yan. If I were in your shoes, I would be choosing my career. Dapat siyang mag-adjust, hindi ikaw. Try to investigate more of his past and family background. The red flag on his identity should be resolved right away, as he might be married, a wanted criminal, or God knows what. Just imagine if his surname is something like Kiboloy? Kung gusto mo siya, ipaglaban mo. Total, maalaga siya. Bihira na lang yung may act of service na lalaki. Tapos, di ka naman pinapagastos. Di din siya pabigat sa'yo. Huwag mo iisipin, sabihin ng ibang tao. Ang mahalaga, masaya ka. Pero i-double check mo muna lahat. Baka kasi may family na yan sa Pinas. Better na maging mabusisi kaysa magsisi sa huli. Sa tingin ko, ang physical na kaanyuan na hindi ganun ka-importante sa isang tao. As long na presentable naman siya sa ibang tao, okay na yon. Ang pinakamahalaga ay nagmamahalan kayong dalawa. Nagkakaintindihan at nagkakasundo. Yun ang mahalaga. At sa ngayon, ang mga kabataang babae at lalaki ay hindi na tumitingin sa panlabas na kaanyuan. Matatalino na rin ngayon ang mga kabataan. Alam nila kung paano ang tamang pagpili ng kanilang magiging boyfriend at later on makakasama habang buhay. That's all for today. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. See you again on my next video. Bye! God bless!